Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights, episode 86 of Bright Lights. And here we are with you today for an important game against Bromby in the Champions League. We'll also play Porto as well in the Champions League in the second part of this episode. And then we'll play the flip reverse side for the next two. But we're pretty downbeat because we've been poor and I don't know what's going on. We beat City 1-0. We all thought we were back. We then lost 4-1 to Brighton. We rotated, but even with rotating, we shouldn't be getting spanked by Brighton. We did. And then, guess what? I was too scared to even rotate fully, so we played most of our first team, boys. And we got done again. We can't find a goalkeeper. We took the risk with the goalkeeper situation. It has not paid off. We thought Joe Smith was good enough. He was going to grow into a world beater. He hasn't. Couldn't find a goalkeeper. Hasn't. Smithy's not 100% fit and played that game. Got conceded 3. We don't have a goalkeeper here. And it is showing right now in our results, in the way we are playing. And I am not even confident in this Bromby game that we are going to get out and win this Bromby game because we've been conceding so many goals. We've gone as full strength as possible, so I feel. We need to talk about players. Nakamura has not been good enough this start of the year. I'm actually going to go and criticise his recent form. Warm player, recent form. Your form's been declined. Trying to pick yourself up for the next few matches. There we go. We're going to make sure. The only highlight we should say is that Noah and Adrian have been really freaking good. Haller's been good. No one else has been good. How Daniel and Ives have still got over a 7 average match rating, I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, Smithy's not going to play. We're going to put Joe Smith in because Smithy's isn't 100% fit. That's fine. And we'll go with that. But look, we're going to go with this team here. We'll see what happens. I don't know what to do. No one of our reserves has had a good game of football at all. And I struggle to see how they're ever going to play. The likes of Mike Godin, the likes of Kante, let's see who else, the likes of Tim, the likes of Kim Jan, the likes of Van Dijk, all had shockers. And I'm going to be very reluctant to rotate for the rest of the season. Now, I'm big on rotation, I'm big on fresh legs. But if that's what's going to happen, then I'm not going to risk, the potential of me winning Champions League, the potential of me trying to keep the pressure on Man United. I think we're too far back. We're 3 games outside of Man United right now. We're too far back. Man United will win the title. This guy's worrying me too. Moreno started off sensationally, was a great player for us, and then all of a sudden, zhong, right down the drain. 6.3, 5.9, 5.8. I don't know what to do. Anyhow, Sunderland Bromby must win this game. I'm going to go out there. I want you to ignore the recent media. I just want the pressure off and go and play your freaking football. Just go out there and pump them, please. We're going to go and obviously, I'm going to set up the old school pressing triggers. Got to set up the old school pressing triggers. We're going to just set them up. Which is obviously left on left, right on right. We used to do this. We don't do it in this current system. We're going to go back to it. Got to go to the tunnel. We don't need to feel like this bait. We're motivated. We have to be motivated because if you don't win this game and you draw or lose, you're out of the Champions League because all Porto have to do is beat Bromby and only get 1 point against you and you're out. Anyhow, we'll see how we go. It looks like Bromby has started actually quite well as we barely keep the ball, but off the 4 shots too, and here we go. The ball's up our end. And no, it doesn't get up. And it falls to Bromby there in no guard. No guard now. Goes long. Can we win it in the air? We've been failing to win balls in the air. We've got 2 of the biggest, tallest centre-backs in world football. And they're very good. Ives been linked to PSG for 96 mil. Daniel's been linked to PSG after becoming unhappy. Now back to being happy for 91 mil in the stream. They haven't defended like it. Miranda plays for Spain. Hasn't played it. Moreno, Argentinian's right back. Doesn't play like it. As in no drives forward. Play a pass. We're going to concede here, aren't we, on the break? Because that's what's been happening this whole stream. No guard on it. Can we win it? We do. Adrian. The only play that we can be happy with. Adrian. Backstick. Nakamura. And I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game versus Bromby. We're going to lose this game. Anyway, Moreno, and no. Into Moreno. He's on booking. Probably gets sent off the way he's been playing. Haller. Nakamura. Flag stays down, and that's Nakamura's first goal of the fucking season. This is the guy who was nearly golden boot for us last season. This is the guy that scored 20-odd goals in the league with 20-odd assists last season. Ran the league by storm, right? Has barely got, apart from game 1 against Brighton where he looked amazing, has barely done anything. But look, and to be honest, the keeper should have saved it. Maybe that's what it just takes for Nakamura, just to get going. But we're 1-0 up. Look, I don't even care how we win this game. Got to win this game. Got to keep the nerve. Got to keep our nerves. We then got to go beat Everton. We just got to keep winning games. We have to go. Oh my god, they've got a fucking corner in the 45th minute. Don't you dare. Blocked, falls to him, out wide. They're going to make it 1-1, aren't they? Acosta now. Good tackle by Miranda. Can we go on the break, maybe? That would be ideal. Miranda now with the ball. Long. As Adrian there, he is. We got numbers in the back stick because Haller's showing himself. As anyone is. Haller's there, got to score. Bang, 2-0 on the break. Just when we all thought, with the way the stream's been going, we've got to score. Conceded in the 45th minute from a corner. Adrian to Haller, 2-0 up. There we go. Are we back on track? We back on track in the Champions League. There we go. Adrian, it might have taken a slight deflection, as that replay suggests. But anyway, Haller's there. And we are 2-0 up here at half-time. 19 shots and a half. This is a bit more like it. It's only taken to play against Bromby, but this is a bit more like it from the boys. Team talk there. Obviously, we're going to go. I'm very happy how things are going. Keep it up. We need to shake off this malice that we have right now. We need to get this form back. We need to go win this game. Go beat Everton. Go beat whoever else is in the league. Go beat Porto. You know, we just need to get on a bit of a run of form. Anyway, the ball into Odegaard. Odegaard now going forward. Goes long. Surely we eat that up. This Moreno guy's been a flop. Diaby, good block by Daniel. This Moreno guy's been a flop. 48 freaking million we paid for him. Misses headers, like Will Burgess. Makes mistakes, like Will Burgess. Unbelievable. Anyway, Diabate on top of the box. Just gets allowed in. Smith with a good save. But just gets allowed to waltz in. No one goes and understands that there's a player that needs to be pressed. Or there's a player in a dangerous position. Go pick him up. Go delay him time. No one wants to. Corner comes in, headed away by Nakamura. Could we go on the break maybe with Adrian? We do have Adrian on the break, and he's very good at doing what he does. And he does beat one. He doesn't in the end. Wishful thinking. Just, yeah. Unbelievable. 60 minutes played, still 2-0 up. And knows not had his best of the game. It's the first time he's not really had a great game. We are going to bring Noor Ndiaye on, who's been pretty good for us. He's another player that's actually been quite good. Is more Ndiaye. Time's still ticking away here. 75 minutes played. We will make another change here. We are going to get the right Miguel in for Dosek. Like for like. Just whenever we can rest Dosek, we will. Adrian, free kick. Will he hit one? You damn straight will. Nicholas Adrian will always score the free kicks, boys, ladies and gentlemen. He's world class. And he's even better at scoring free kicks. And Adrian with another perler. 3-0 up, around the wall, top bins, eat your heart out. There you go, Nicholas Adrian. This year he's been amazing in front of goals. And he's looking the goods again. With this in mind, with our last change of the game, I'm going to get Godin on for Arthur. Just to make sure Godin stays happy at the club. I do love Godin, but I don't think Godin's ever going to really play a game of any importance for us anymore. Because he's just too far behind the 8 ball. Or so it seems so far this year. So sad to say that about my favourite player in the save, but the realisation anyway. Durant Miguel now with the ball. His ball out wide to Miranda. Could we make it 4-0 right on half-time? That would be nice to eat away the PSG scoreline. Anyway, we don't. We get to -1 in terms of goal difference, which is okay. But we do beat Bromby. We are back in terms of on winning ways in the Champions League. Right? I'm obviously very happy with the result and the way you played, lads. That's a lot more like it. Did Porto do a job against PSG, or did PSG beat Porto? Oh my. That is not good news. Porto beat PSG. All of a sudden, we have to beat Porto twice if we want to get out the group. Porto beat PSG. We're in trouble. We'll see you next time, YouTube, but we're just in a second for that Porto game. The first time we do play Porto. And then the next episode will be the Porto and Bromby games back-to-back again. We'll see you in just a second. Don't go anywhere. How has Porto beat PSG? Oh, no. Welcome back, YouTube. Part 2 of episode 86. It is going to be quite the game, this one here. We have got Porto away from home. A Porto side that beat PSG at home just before in the Champions League. We obviously have PSG playing Bromby. I would love for Bromby to just go and get a draw against PSG. Obviously, I would love for that to happen. That's not going to happen. But this Porto game is huge because whoever gets through this game and wins, if Porto win this game, we're out the group because there's no way we're going to get any points off PSG and catch Porto. We have to go out there and win this game, and then we have to go out and beat Porto next episode as well. You feel we can't afford to lose this game. We have to. If we lose this game, we have to win against Porto, win against Bromby, and hope PSG, when we beat Bromby, beat Porto, and we'll get out the group. But lose this game in a precarious position. Porto have been sensational so far in the save, and their young Brazilian up front is pretty good. Since we last met, we do have a couple of games to tell you about. We did beat Everton 3-0 in the league. Absolutely dominated them. We looked quite good, 63, 88th, 89th, was not bad. And then we beat Leeds 3-1 with a rotated side. Finally, we got a win with our rotated side. But there we are. We are going to move in here and put the actual team in. We're going to go in and pick what I think is the best team that we have. Adrian didn't play that last game as well. We gave him a bit of a rest. But, I feel like that's the team that is our best side. Moreno comes in. Joe Smith will come back in there for Smithies. I could play Smithies in this one. I'm going to play Smithies in this one. Screw it. Let's get Smithies some game time. What's the worst can happen? I need a sneeze, so we'll be right back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Sorry about that. Needed to sneeze. We've been dealing with this cold. It's on and off. And just, every time we seem to be streaming or talking at long lengths, we get really blocked up and the sneezes come. But that is the team we're going to go with. Adrian, Eno, Nakamura, Hala, Dosek, Arthur. Arthur's going to go as an advanced playmaker on support as well. Ives, Daniel, Moreno, Smithies, and Miranda. Look, we just have to go there and we just have to beat Porto. That's all we have to do. Go out there, put in a good performance like we need to do. We need to keep playing well in the league. We need to start getting lads in and around this team. Look, this is a great Porto side. This is one of the better Porto sides you'll see. But we can show Porto who we really are today. We can go out there and beat Porto and hopefully we'll be okay. Obviously, Henry is the Brazilian striker that we looked at in the last episode that I think is sensational. Carlos Gomez, I think, is obviously Paulo Gomez is someone that I really have a lot of time for in the save. Someone that I really think is pretty damn good at what he does. I'm going to go and actually try and pick him up a lot as well and see what we can do. Ronnie Lopez was shown to the right foot. Obviously, left foot, right foot, right foot. I'm actually going to go out there and press both centre-backs because if we can rush both centre-backs and stop them playing, it might work into our hands. But we'll see how we're going to go here against Porto. Look, if I was going to venture a guess, Aaron did for them and hopefully give us a generous welcome. We are playing Moreno's playing his old side. Look, if I am going to venture a guess, I'm going to expect this one to be tight. It would probably go about 2-1 either way. It depends how well we start and it depends how well Porto do start as well. It also depends on what sort of game Smithies has in goals. Yes, the guy can't move, but he's a great shot stopper nonetheless when he is in position. And it'll be interesting to see. Henry is a very good striker for Brazil. Has already had a cap for Brazil at 20, but is a player that I reckon that if you can keep him quiet, won't produce that moment of magic. But anyway, Arthur finds Miranda out on the left as PSG is already winning 2-0 against Bromby. Nakamura, what a backheel to Miranda. Just didn't find him, and they will go long. If that got through, it would have been absolutely amazing. It would have been great build-up play. But Henry's handed down, finds Carlos. And look at the counter-attack from Porto. And this is what Porto's going to be like. Just on the break, sensational. Ball falls to Gomez on the deflected cross. Paulo Gomez scores. And just when you thought someone were about to create something magical, Porto go and put you back in your seat. On the break, as cool as you like, Porto make it 1-0 and show us how they beat Madrid beat PSG 4-2. The deflected cross just falls in. Smithies can't come for it. And just like that, we are 1-0 down. Hopefully we can get back into this game and, we've got 75% possession. The longer that this game stays at 1-0, the worse it is for us. But, the more that we have of the ball, the more that we have creative players out there, the more that I believe that we will create an opportunity at some point as PSG is running rampant in the other game against Bromby. Look, lose this game and we're in massive trouble. Win this game, we will be in a not bad spot. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, at halftime, we haven't had a shot on target. I'm going to get quite aggressive with the boys and show them there's something else in the second half. But, night, mother. Have a good night. As the ball finds in the Joe Roberto, can we go and create something after half-time? We need something to come about of this game or else we're in some trouble. PSG go 5-0 up. Wow, we need to get a goal here and need to get a goal fast or else this group stage is going to run away from us. Anyway, Dosek now on the ball. Can we get it away, Dosek? He does. Finds Smithies. He's good with his feet. He doesn't need speed to move around to kick the ball, so he's happy. And Ives gets on it now. Ives is ball to Miranda. Miranda now with it in to Dosek. Can we go out in and find Arthur? We don't. Kind of ignored that pass that was on in the middle of the park. But anyway, Miranda with it. Still with the ball into Smithies, into Daniel. Daniel now finds Arthur eventually. Arthur's ball out there to Moreno. Haller's made a good run down the line. Ignored that one, did Moreno. He's running forward, driving in. Finds Adrian. What a touch from Adrian. He's in. And what a goal from Nicholas Adrian. That was Dennis Bergkamp-esque. He took the ball under his control, under his spell, and this turn beat two, puts it under Benitez. And it's 1-1 for a moment of magic from Mr. Nicholas Adrien. Look at that turn. Beats 2 with it. And there we are. Miranda with a great run. Ignored Haller's run because he saw the bigger picture. We have our first chance on target. It is 1-1. Anyway, Leroy and Ronnie Lopez into Gomez. Can we win this ball back? Because Ronnie Lopez is going to create here. Lopez on the run. Hits it from a mile away. But still 1-1. Look, I still think that we are playing quite well in this game. And have had the better of possession, but that doesn't necessarily mean better results. As Gomez into Ndidi, Ndidi's in the box. Can he find a pass? Instead he hits it, but it's well high and wide. I'm not really happy with how the midfield has been playing, and No's had a shocker. But we'll see if we can get into the game. Obviously, we know he's got quality. Might be an in dire moment as Dossett gets on. It's a great ball out to Miranda. Miranda now, can he get a good cross in? He does. Ball's in. Adrian with the head. Oh, you thought he was going to score. But unfortunately, it's over the bar. And Mr. Eno is having an absolute shocker. And we are going to get Ndoya, who's been in sensational form, on and see what he can do. I'm going to tell the boys, yet again, get creative. Because obviously, a win here would be huge. A loss would, really be of a huge consequence as well. It's all about risk versus reward. And with that in mind, I'm actually going to get Alvary in as an inside forward and get him helping out Adrien up front. And see if we can create something. We've had 67% possession. Can we find a goal somewhere? I'm going to tell the boys to push forward. They seem a little bit more nervous and don't really like it. 87th minute here at the moment. Look, we need another change here to get going. I'm going to bring in Mike Godin, hopefully for a moment of magic. Get him as that advanced playmaker on attack. See if we can get something from maybe Mike. Late doors. This 5 minutes at a time. Is there going to be a highlight or is it going to finish 1-1? There doesn't look like it is going to be a highlight. It is going to finish 1-1 away from home. And all of a sudden in the group, it is very, very tight and very, very tense. PSG did win. I'm going to tell them they've done well to come back and get a draw. Defensively solid. Adrien scored. It's not the worst result considering that Porto beat PSG away from home. What that does mean is we're clearly playing for second place in the group, and we definitely are. And in terms of the group, if you go to our profile, we go to if you go to the profile, then go to all groups and go to group. It's probably best if I just get it on Group F, which I think we're in, or Group G. One of the two, Group F, Group G, is in Group G. Porto are on 7 points. We're on 6. PSG on 6. We're on 4. But what that does mean with results against teams, we did beat Porto away from home. We would be on level points with them, which is also awesome. And then if we did beat Bromby in those next games as well, we would then be clear if they don't beat PSG. All I'm going to say is our next game that we do have is Porto, then PSG, and with Bromby. What we are going to do is the next episode we are going to bring it is going to be that Porto and that PSG game. Bromby will be played if it needs to be, which I think it will be right now. But that Porto game is huge, and you will see that next episode will be a double header, which will be Porto and PSG. Could you imagine we got something from PSG as well? That would really be helpful in this group as well. From Damien, from Southern, from Bright. That's the end of episode 85, I believe. 85, 86, 86, I believe. It is 86, and 87 is going to be the devil's number, but hopefully it won't be too devilish for us, and hopefully we can keep our Champions League campaign alive by beating Porto at home at the Stadium of Light and maybe doing a job against PSG.